Hey, it's Chad, and again, I'm not by the fire pit, but I need to do a real quick, simple update to my last fireside chat in which I discussed at length things that were going on in Marion County with the Marion County Record and a search and seizure of property that I had some serious questions about and continue to have some serious questions about. This is a thing that's going to change over time, and announcements are going to get made to change it. And two announcements came out just a few minutes ago that do make changes to some of this. Basically, the intensity of the questions around that search and that seizure really gets stronger as at this time. So what are the announcements, you might ask? Well, the first is an announcement from the Kansas Bureau of Investigation. This press release was issued on the 16th of August, and it states that at this time, the investigation is going to remain open for the KBI. However, the KBI has determined, in conjunction with the Marion County Attorney, that investigation will proceed independently, and here's the key part of this, and without review or examination of any of the evidence seized on Friday, August 11th. The KBI will work with the Marion County Record and or their representatives to coordinate the, quote, prompt return of all seized items. The KBI will complete its investigation, and when it is completed, they will submit a report to the Marion County Attorney for review. Now that right there is pretty standard practice, folks. So contrary to popular belief, the way things work, law enforcement, in this case, the KBI, investigates the criminal activity which is alleged. In this case, illegal use of a computer, and I do believe identity theft were, among those are the charges that we started with. They investigate, they put the case together, they do all of that. They then submit that to a prosecutor. The prosecutor then makes a decision as to whether or not criminal charges will follow and if it will end up going through the court system. That's standard stuff, okay? And I can speak on behalf of not only my time in newspapers going through this process with people, but also as a community corrections worker, this is exactly how things go, right? All the reports end up at the county attorney's office, and then decisions are made from there. The other statement that came out and was attached to that was from Joel Enzi. Now, I want to preface what I'm going to read here with, I appeared on a local podcast talk show type thing called Harvey County Talk. And during that discussion, I took Joel Enzi to task very specifically about probable cause affidavits and whether or not they are a public record. And in Kansas, they're kind of a public record. So Enzi writes the following: on Monday, August 14th, I reviewed in detail the warrant applications made. That's those probable cause affidavits we're talking about. On Friday, August 11th, to search various locations in Marion County, including the office of the Marion County Record. The affidavits, which I am asking the courts to release, gold star, Joel, gold star, established probable cause to believe that an employee of the newspaper may have committed the crime unlawful acts concerning computers. Upon further review, however, I have come to the conclusion that insufficient evidence exists to establish a legally sufficient nexus between this alleged crime and the places searched and the items seized. As a result, I have submitted a proposed order asking the court to release the evidence seized. We now know that's going to happen. I have asked local law enforcement to return the material seized to the owners of the property. We now know that that is going to happen via the KBI. This matter will remain under review until such time as the Kansas Bureau of Investigation, the agency now in charge of investigation, may submit any findings to this office for a charging decision. At such time, a determination will be made as to whether sufficient evidence exists under the applicable rules and standards to support a charge for any offense. It is important to note that all individuals who may be the subject of an investigation are presumed innocent until and unless a charge is proven beyond a reasonable doubt in a court of law. Gold stars all around here, Joel. Well done. There's one last thing to unpack from Joel's statement. He does not list identity theft in his charge sheets here, in his charges that are listed here. He only discusses unlawful acts concerning computers. So take that for what it's worth. So that's how things change. So what questions do I have? I got a lot of them. And it all goes to what the motivating factors were for this search warrant. And if those motivating factors are what folks have been saying they are. And yeah, so there you go. It would appear on the surface that the search and the warrant was unnecessary, unneeded, unwarranted, and probably not totally legal. Thanks. And by the way, keep your stick on the ice and remember, we're all in this together.